back again for 86 Part 2. So this is your formula, just rewritten from the book. Remember, P stands for your principal, N is the number of months that you will have a payment for, M is going to be that monthly payment, so that's what this whole formula equals. And then interest rates are your R's. I want to go over a little example. If you're given 5% annual interest rate, then you have to divide that by 12 to get the monthly interest rate. But making that a percent as a decimal, I did round. There will be a lot of rounding in this, and yes, your numbers will look off from those on Slater. Mine on the homework answers that I will post the following Monday after you turn this in on Friday will be rounded, so the answers will not be exact. I do put approximately on there. I won't be picky about that, but make sure, unless you're going to use exact answers on every single thing, and then they're all off because they're just so exact, and some calculators go farther than others. This way, if you just do 2 decimal places beyond with the 2 zeros, totally fine with that. But anyway, this would be what goes inside of the place for the R. So, reading through their big, huge example, starting on 536, that red header, if you want to pause right now and go read through that example, and then hit play when you are done. All right, thank you for reading through with that. Above the blue box, they have this whole thing, this equation here, using the formula in their blue box. We've already talked about it. We've already written it down. We've already labeled it. But I want to go over it again through this example. 6,000 is the principal. 1 plus their interest rate. So their interest rate's just the 0.0075. They're paying 0.75% more every month instead of just saying 6,000 divided by however many months. They're paying that much more of an interest every month. Tack on an extra interest rate. Interest rate again plus the 1 whole because they have to pay the original payment, and then 0.75% more minus 1 to make it all work. This 36 means what? 36 is how many months they're paying. So how many years are they actually paying? 3. So they're going to pay this loan off in 3 years. 36 payments, but 3 years. Each payment will be a grand total of $190.80. Okay, so if you're confused, reread that. Make sure you're reading it. So, periodic installment formula for a loan. Can you do it by memory? It's okay if you can't. So I know there's a principal first, then I was going to add, then it's 2 to the 36, and then I have 1 plus R, again to the n minus 1. I got it! Alright, granted, doing the homework first helped. Alright, a house loan's called a mortgage. Such a fancy name. Flippin's a book page. So mortgages, it's a red header on page 539. We're going to work through the example and figure out what's important. Remember, we have P to figure out, we have R to figure out, and we have N to figure out. If you know all 3 of these, plug them in, put them in your calculator, and you're grand. So a couple takes $250,000 mortgage at an annual rate of 5.85. Now 5.85 is the annual rate. So you have to divide 5.85 divided by 12 and then multiply or divided by 100 again to get your decimal. And what's the decimal for their rate? Their rate is going to be 0.004875. They're going farther. I would take 0.0049. That's okay. Just because too many decimals will get you so lost and so confused. All right, and then N is going to be 20 years, but it's 20 years, but it's per month, so it's 12 months, so I have 240 months of payments. Plug it all in. You can see the blanks in your book. They are there for you. I will even take this over here. So those of you that don't have your book, you should go to the school, but there you go, so you can pause it. If you needed to go pause it and look at it. And after plugging everything in, you should end up, so 250,000, 1 plus 0.004875 to the 240 times 0.004875, all over 1 plus 0.004875 to the 240 minus 1. Your monthly payment should be $1,769.51. Okay? If you rounded to 0.5 to the 4-9, your answer will be different. So it actually is a good exercise to go back, put in 0.0049 and see how off it actually is. Because interest rates, even if you go up a little bit, a tiny little bit, you're going to be off by not a good chunk, but more than you would think that you'd actually be off. So watch for that on the homework. My answer's maybe a little different than yours, totally fine. Just watch your rounding. For the practices 1 through 9, that is your homework. It is numbers 1 through 9. Yes, it's only 9 problems. I will post the answers on Monday after you turn this in. All right.